right now, Colorado lawmakers are trying to make some deep cuts to our state budget. The COVID-19 pandemic has taken a serious toll on our state's economy, and we'll find out just how much of a toll when the budget forecast comes out tomorrow. Denver 7's Megan Lopez shows us where some of the cuts are coming from and what's ahead.
Inside the Colorado State Capitol, it's empty. Lawmakers were supposed to return to work next week, but that was pushed back until after Memorial Day amid coronavirus concerns. Across the street, inside the Legislative Services Building, some of the most important work all session is happening.
R9 bundle payments.
The Joint Budget Committee making deep cuts to state spending.
The General Assembly is likely to cut every department in the state.
House Speaker Casey Becker says the state is expecting a $2 to $3 billion budget shortfall this year, but we won't know the final number until the April forecast comes out. Colorado is seeing some financial relief from the Federal CARES Act, but
it said in the legislation that you can't use it to backfill existing budgets.
So that can't help. Last week, the JBC made cuts to the tune of $90 million for the Health and Human Services Department, $38 million to Agriculture, Local Affairs, and Regulatory Agencies, $30 million to the Judicial Department, and more. But that's just the start. Already, tears and pleas to spare certain programs.
I am on my knees.
But with a revenue decline that's expected to be steeper and more severe than the Great Recession, nothing is safe.
How big of a hit in their current budget is K-12 going to take? Things like that. You know, we have to be strategic and we have to be surgical. It's not easy because Colorado's budget didn't have a lot of fat to begin with.
It could also mean furloughs and layoffs for state workers or cutting spending to the Public Employee Pension Fund. Lawmakers are hoping for some federal help in the next stimulus package, but Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell recently said states should consider filing for bankruptcy instead.
Bankruptcy is absolutely not an option. No one would want to see that, and I think it was, frankly, a preposterous proposal.
We are not prepared for what's going to come.
So for now, deep, painful cuts are the only way to balance the state's budget. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.